Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be working the 2018 paper 2 question relating to spreadsheet. Alright, I have that question currently in front of me. As usual, we're going to go through it together and then we're going to type the document. It starts off by saying create the spreadsheet following all instructions given. Use equal left and right margins of 1 inch on A4 or letter size paper. Use portrait orientation. Center all column headings. Use formulae to calculate all totals where applicable. Use formulae to calculate the balance due for each student. Format all dollar amounts as currency. And finally, you're expected to create a column chart with the title balance due to show the amount owing by each student. And then you're asked to save the document. Alright, so here is the question. Dunstan School of Hospitality and Tourism Management, students' financial records. It says that that information should be in all caps and should be in Arial, font style, and at 16 points as it relates to the size. After that, and you realize the space in between, after that you're expected now to draft the table with the student's name, the total cost, you see amount paid here, and it says that the AMT must be in full. So you must write out that word amount. Alright. Then you have admin fee. And admin is short for administration. So this should be administration fee. And then we have tuition fee. Then we're seeing the arrows. So it simply means that we should change that around, alright, or transpose it. Where we see admin fee, we should put tuition fee in that position. And where we have tuition fee, we should put administration fee in that position. Alright, then we have boarding fee and balance due. It says bold all column headings. So all these headings going across, we're going to put them in bold. Alright, what else? We type what we see here. It says thick outside border all around. So we need to have a thick border all around this table. Alright, I'm seeing a transposition here with the J. Alright, so is tuition and admission fee should be transposed. Alright, and it says that the word total here should be in bold. And sort student's name alphabetically by first name. Alright, so this is not a lot that is being asked as it relates to the question. Alright, it's part B. So as you see, it's just 16 simple marks. Alright, and so let me show you how to move over to Microsoft Excel to get these 16 simple marks. Alright, I'm going to split my screen. Alright, looking good. Alright, so we're going to start off with the name Dunstan School of Hospitality. Dunstan School of Hospitality and Tourism Management. And then in the next line below that, we have students financial records. Alright, and it says that that should be in all caps and Arial font size 16. Alright, I am not going to fix that as yet because I'm not sure of how many columns I'll be using. And as custom, as I always say to you, that we do the amount of columns first to know how far we're going to merge and center our headings, etc. So I'm going to leave that out a bit. Alright, so after this I'm going to have a triple space. Alright, I'm just saying triple space. Alright, but you're just going to have some spaces between. Alright, and then we start off with student's name. Student's name. Something went wrong here. Student's name, total cost. Alright, so what is happening here now? It should be cost. Alright, so we realize that for this section here, we have information at the top and at the bottom. So we're going to put it just as we see it here. So it simply means that the information for students and total and balance due will be merged. Alright, horizontally. Alright, so let me get this out of the way. So it's going to be amount paid. Amount paid. Below that, we're going to have tuition fee. And remember, why we have tuition fee is because that was transposed here with administration fee. Then we have administration fee. Alright, following that, we're going to have boarding fee. And following that, we're going to have balance due. Where is that? Balance due. Alright, so let us quickly tidy up this section. Alright, so this amount paid should be merged across here. So I'm going to select my merge and center icon. It should be across all three of these headings. Alright, widen this information. Now the page should be on portrait, which means that it should stay as is. Alright, so I have to be careful with what I'm putting in the columns because I don't want it to jump off the page. Alright. Administration. Alright, so I'm just going to wrap administration fee. Alright, there you have it. And I'm going to wrap boarding fee as well. Remember, I just said I do not want the information to come off the page. Alright. So I'm going to leave it like that for now. I am going to merge, what is this now? Vertically. I think I said horizontal before. Merge vertically the information. Alright. So I'm going to put it at left align and center. Alright, so this is the first column. Other one, I'm going to put it at center. Oh no, I didn't merge. Merge and center, but I'm going to make it the center. Alright. What else should be merged? Balance due. Alright. And everything else here, I'm going to put that in center. Alright. I think the question said that the headings should be centered. Alright. But please note that the heading should be centered, but the first column information is always left aligned onto the center. Alright, that should always be noted. Alright, so now that we have all our information, I'm just going to put in the information here and come back to you. Alright, because I do not want the video to be too lengthy. So I'm just going to add the information and come back. Alright everyone, so I'm just through typing in the information. Let us go back to the question to see if we have all that we need. Alright, so now I am able to see how far across my heading will be, so I can format this section that says caps, Arial, and font size 16. So let me go across with this all the way over to F, merge and center. So I'm going to look for Ariel, right? My computer is taking a while to respond. Alright, so it's now ready. Ariel, and it says font size 16. Alright, I'm going to do the same for the other one. Merge and center. Ariel 16. Alright, so that is achieved. Alright, so we typed out amount in full. Same thing for admin. Alright, and note, not because it didn't say that we shouldn't type it out in full as they did that means we should leave it. Alright, we try to type out our abbreviations when we see them as best as we can. Alright, bold all column headings. So let's go there. Alright, just scrolling through. Alright, it says we should transpose this information, and I did that right here for VJ. Alright, it says that we should bold this information. Alright, we should have a thick outside border all around, and sort students' name alphabetically by first name. Alright, so let me sort first. So I'm going to highlight. No, I'm not finished. I'm going to wait for the sorting until I do balance due, because I want that information to be sorted as well. What else can I do in the meantime? Let me leave it for now. Alright, so let's calculate balance due then. Alright, so it says, how do we get balance due? So I'm seeing total cost. So this is the cost that the person should have paid or should pay, right? We have the amount that they paid. They paid, for example, Renissia, she should pay $5,714. She paid $300 for her tuition. She paid $1,500 for her admission fee, and she paid $500 for boarding fee. How much does she have remaining? So this is simply math. Alright, as I said, every function or formula, and we're asked to use some formulas here, should start with an equal sign. So I put my equal sign. Following that, alright, so I need to add all of this here to get the amount that was paid, because balance due is total cost minus amount paid. Alright, so I have to add all these three things here. Alright, so I have to start off with this. So I'm going to click that cell to get that information in the box. So it will be total cost minus amount paid. And the amount paid has three figures, so I'm going to put all of that in a bracket. Open bracket. So I'm going to use my tuition plus administration fee plus boarding fee. Close my bracket. So everything in the bracket here, I hope you're seeing. Let me see. Not going up, can't zoom. Alright, so everything in the bracket here will give you the amount paid. And I'm going to press enter. And that's it. So it's total cost minus amount paid that gives you balance due. I'm going to go here and I'm going to use my fill handle and just double click it to get the rest of the information. Alright, now I need to find the total. Alright, let me go back up here because I'm just remembering that some instructions were up here. So use portrait orientation, center all column headings. Alright, and use formula to calculate all totals where applicable. Use formula to calculate the balance due. We did that. So is it all totals were applicable. So that's where we're at now. And then it says format all dollar amounts as currency. Alright, so let us calculate the total. So two ways, more than two, but it says formula. That is a formula it said. Alright. Normal we just equal sum. So it's formula. So let us see how we are going to do that. Alright, so it will be that plus that. So you're just going to add each as you go along. Alright, we could have used a function, but it said formula. Alright, plus that. and we enter. All right, so that's it. We add everything. All right, formula, a formula is longer. Function summarizes everything. Equal sum and you get it, or use auto sum and you get it. But I'm trying to stick with the instruction. All right, and then I'm just going to click on my fill, handle, and drag across to get the total for the others. But no problem, the first one is always the hardest. Everything else is just a drag. All right, so that is it. Now the next thing it says use format all dollar amounts as currency. So I'm going to highlight all my figures and I'm going to go where general is at the top here and I'm going to select currency. All right, it's going to give me EC dollars. So I'm going to right click and go to format cells. All right, computer is taking a while. Bear with it, please. And while it is loading, all right, note that column E has some hashtags here. All right, and a question could be, why is that column showing hashtag? All right, but it is there simply because the information in that cell is larger than the cell that is there. So if we widen the cell, then we'll see the actual answer. All right, so here is the format cell dialog box. I'm just going to change my symbol from EC dollars to just a mere dollar sign, and can choose anything, but I'm from Jamaica, so I like to select Jamaican English and press OK. So here it is now being formatted. All right, and you realize that the figures are now there where the hashtags were. That has now disappeared because the figures can now hold comfortably in the cell. All right, but if it was still there, we just widen the column and it will be okay. It says create a column chart with the title balance due to show the amount owing by each student. All right, so I want to leave that for last. Let us go back down here to see what we need to do. So we need to sort the students' information. Let me do that now. So I'm going to highlight all the students and along with their information. I'm not going to do the total because that will be sorted in it. All right, so I'm going to leave that because it doesn't matter how it is sorted here, the total will always be the same. So I've highlighted what I want. I'm going to go up here to sort and filter. All right, click down and it says sort. How did it sort? Students' name alphabetically by first name, alphabetically from A to Z. All right, so sort A to Z, and I'm going to click on that, and there you have it being sorted. O, R, S, V, and X, and your information was sorted along with their names. All right, so that is done. All right, next thing, a thick outside border all around. All right, so first and foremost, we need to add grid lines to this. We can never do a table and not add grid lines to it. So I'm going to go to borders and select all borders to add in my grid lines. While this is still highlighted, I need a thick border all around outside. So I'm going to go back to my borders and I'm going to go down to thick box border. And I'm going to select that for that to be all around. All right, and I don't know if you can see it, but it is there. All right, what is next? So we're almost finished. The only thing that is remaining, create a column chart with the title balance due to show the amount owing by each student. So we're going to select the student's name and their balance due to do that chart. All right, let me undo Windows side by side so that we can see this. Alright, so now we're able to have a better view of what our page will look like, and this is where the page ends, where this line is. So we're good as it relates to use of the page. Alright, so we're going to do that chart now. Alright, so we're going to highlight student's name and hold down the control key and go across the balance due while holding down the control key. Alright, then we're going to go to insert. And you're going to select the chart that you want. So column chart is what we're doing. So I'm just going to select that and select a column chart. And that should come up. Alright, so here is the column chart. Alright, they didn't tell us to put the chart on a separate page. so it will be on the same page. And once it's on the same page, then the information on the page will not be centered vertically and horizontally. So here is a chart. The title should be balanced view, and that is what I'm seeing. Let me widen it a bit. The information at the bottom here with the person's name is not shown properly because they're so close together. All right, so good. So just a matter of widening the thing. So that's it there. All right, so balanced view is what is on the series. And that's it. If you don't want it there, you could delete it. All right, but that is okay. So we have the name of the student and balanced view. All right, nothing more was asked for. I think we can end here now. All right, so do hope you understand what took place here today. Let me go to print preview as usual for you to see what the visual looks like. All right, guys, so that is it. All right, let me zoom up a bit. All right, good. Looking nice. All right, so the information maybe we could have centered it vertically or horizontally on the page. All right, I think we could have done that. They didn't say it, but as I said before, we normally know what should be done. Even if it's not mentioned, some things should be done. All right, so margins, custom margins. So horizontal goes across, so we center it horizontally. All right. So let us see what that looks like. And they realize that this could come down some more on the page as well. All right. Let's go back to print preview. That's more like it. All right. So this is the information, guys. Students' cost, total cost, tuition fee, administration fee, boarding fee, and balance due. And it looks very nice. All right. And then this is the table that we were asked. Not the table, the chart that we were asked to do. All right. So do hope you understood what I did here today. Do hope you got the same answer on your side as you're practicing for your examination. All right. If you did, just comment below. Let me know how this question worked out for you. All right. Or just to ask anything as you have been doing all along, and I will respond accordingly. All right. But if you like this video, don't forget, please, to give it a big thumbs up. Please share it with someone who you think can benefit from the content. And if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, why not subscribe? Subscribe and be a part of my EDPM family, and also encourage others to subscribe as well. All right, and please help my channel to grow. All right, thank you very much for watching, and see you in my next upload as I try each and every time to make EDPM simple. Goodbye.